Let me ask you a question. If your life had only one final wake-up call left, would you miss it? Every single day, a small signal arrives. A signal from your body, a signal from your heart, a signal from life itself saying, something needs to change. But we hit snooze on that signal, just like we snooze an alarm. And this snoozing one day becomes a habit. Then that habit becomes a lifestyle. And then one day, that lifestyle becomes your entire life. A life you never actually wanted. People think a wake-up call arrives as some big tragedy, an accident, an illness, a great loss. But the truth is, life sends you signals every single day. In small things, in a feeling of dissatisfaction, in a sleepless night when you ask yourself, what am I even doing here? The question isn't whether the wake-up call will come. The question is, will you listen to it, or hit snooze one more time? Today's video is called, Wake Up Before It's Too Late. And I promise you, if you watch this video with full attention, something inside you will shift. And that shift, that discomfort, that will be your wake-up call. The biggest tragedy for a human being isn't dying in some huge disaster. The biggest tragedy is slowly, a little each day, dying by your own choice, with your own hands. Think about the people who go to a job every day that they don't even like, who are in a relationship that doesn't make them happy, who ignore their health a little more each day, telling themselves, I'll pay attention starting tomorrow. These people aren't dying in some big accident. They're losing a little bit of life every single day. And the most dangerous part, this process is so slow that a person doesn't even notice it happening. Like cutting a thread by 1 millimeter every day over a few months. That thread will be completely cut, but day to day, you won't feel any difference. This is exactly what happens in life. Every day you tell yourself, today's fine, we'll figure it out tomorrow. And this we'll figure it out tomorrow mindset runs for years. Then one day at 35, at 40, sometimes at 50, a person suddenly realizes, I lived my entire life on autopilot, never made a decision of their own, never took a risk, just followed the same routine. School, college, job, marriage, EMI payments, retirement, whatever society had already laid out for them. And then, suddenly, a pain rises up, an emptiness, a voice that asks, was that really it? This video exists so that you wake up before that day arrives. Let's talk about the lies we tell ourselves every day, the ones that keep us asleep. Lie number 1. I still have plenty of time. The truth is, nobody knows how much time they actually have. It's an illusion that tomorrow will always be available. But you can never guarantee tomorrow will actually come. Lie number 2. I'm not ready yet. No one is ever fully ready. The people who seem successful to you also started out unready, scared, confused. The only difference is they started anyway, instead of waiting to feel ready. Lie number 3. My situation is different. My case is unique. Every person believes their excuses are special. But the truth is, every successful person also faced challenges. No money, no support, no time, no confidence. The difference was, they didn't let their excuses become permission to quit. Lie number 4. Let's enjoy now. Being serious can come later. This is the most dangerous lie of all, because later never comes until you make it now. Enjoyment and discipline aren't opposites. Real enjoyment comes when you're proud of the life you're living. Lie number 5. Everyone lives like this. I'll manage too. Just because the majority of people live a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way. Being average isn't an achievement. Being comfortable isn't safety. Now ask yourself, how many of these lies do you tell yourself every day? These very lies are the blanket that keeps you asleep. Let's look at a truth very few people want to face. Every time you stay in your comfort zone, every time you ignore your dreams, every time you push off your health, your relationships, your growth for later, you're paying a price. This price doesn't show up in cash. It shows up in the people you're drifting away from, because you never brought your best self in front of them. In the health you ignored, and when you needed it most, it wasn't there for you. In the confidence you never built, because you never stepped outside your comfort zone. And, most of all, in the person you could have become, but didn't. There's an old story. 2 woodcutters work in a forest. One works for 12 hours straight, without stopping, without ever sharpening his axe. The other takes 2 hours out to sharpen his axe, and works the remaining 10 hours in the end. The second woodcutter cuts more wood because his axe was sharp. You are that first woodcutter in your own life, non-stop, never improving yourself, just staying busy. But the results are low, because you never took the time to sharpen yourself. Waking up means pausing to sharpen your axe, investing in your health, your skills, your mindset, your relationships, so that when you do work, that work actually matters. There's a moment in every person's life, small or big, when they suddenly wake up. Sometimes, this moment comes from a huge loss, the death of a loved one, a diagnosis, the breakdown of a relationship. Sometimes, this moment comes from something small, not recognizing yourself in the mirror, looking at an old photo, and realizing how much time has passed, or just one sleepless night where you suddenly ask yourself hard questions. But here's the important thing. You don't have to wait for that big tragedy wake-up call. You can decide right now, in this very moment, that this video is your wake-up moment. Think about it. If a doctor told you tomorrow you only have 1 year left, how fast would your life change? You'd immediately call the people you love. You'd immediately try the things you've never done. You'd immediately make your health a priority. You'd drop the pointless stress, the pointless fights, the pointless comparisons. Now, here's the question. If those things are important enough that you'd do them in your last year, why aren't they important right now? The feeling of running out of time is exactly what pushes a person into action. But extraordinary people are the ones who create this urgency for themselves, without waiting for any tragedy. They live their lives as if they know time is limited, because in truth, it actually is. Today, right now, watching this video, you can make that same decision. You don't have to wait for an illness. You don't have to wait for an accident. You can wake up right now. Let's get practical. What does waking up actually mean in real life? 1. Wake up in your health. Decide today that your body becomes a priority. Start small. A 20-minute walk, drinking more water, cutting down on junk food. Health is a foundation. If it collapses, everything else becomes meaningless. 2. Wake up in your relationships. Call the people you haven't spoken to in years. Make time for your parents. Be present with your partner, your friends, phone away, fully present. 3. Wake up in your career. Purpose. If you're in a job that doesn't make you happy, start planning a change. If there's a passion inside you that you've never pursued, take one small step toward it today. A career isn't just about earning money. It's a huge part of your life. 4. Wake up in your mindset. That negative self-talk you tell yourself every day. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Challenge it. Read books. Keep learning. Keep growing yourself. A growth mindset is exactly what turns you from average into extraordinary. Waking up isn't a one-day task. It's a daily practice. Every morning when you wake up, ask yourself, was I asleep today, or did I actually wake up? At the end of this video, I want to ask you for just one thing. A promise. Promise yourself that you'll make today the day you took your life back into your own hands. The day you stopped hitting snooze. You don't need to change your entire life starting tomorrow. Just do this. Do one thing today that you've been putting off for tomorrow. Make a call. Take a step. Write a page. Start a habit. Drop a bad one, because life is giving you a chance to wake up every single day. The only question is, will you take that chance? Or hit snooze one more day? Remember, the people who live with deep regret didn't wake up one day and decide, I will ruin my life. They just, day by day, gave in to small excuses. And those small excuses, added up, became their entire life. You don't have to become that person. You have to wake up right now, this very moment, right after this video. So that was today's message. Wake up before it's too late. This is an alarm. This is a reminder. And now, the decision is yours. If you felt this video was truly meant for you, write in the comments, I have woken up, and tell us the one thing you'll change starting today. Share this with anyone else who needs this wake-up call too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we keep bringing you messages just like this every week. Ones that will keep pushing you forward in life. Life won't wait for you. But right now, this moment, you have the power to wake up. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. See you in the next video. Until then, stay awake and live fully.